Alright, let's see how things are. We're at about 100 players. Cool. I just realized I never did my TFAR plugin, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Let me check something. Alright, cool. We're just getting set up for the next thingamajig. 7-zip extract here. That's the plugin information. Data is set. How you doing, battle? And now we just gotta get back on the TeamSpeak if I can find it in my long list. There we go.
Connected.
I can put the death counter away. That's not needed for this stream. And we should be good. Let me do the write-up here. The mission is... It's blue for attacking, right? Yep. Two. Sectors. Blue 4 has a 5% numbers advantage, otherwise it's infantry only. Helps if I can spell right. All right, cool. And the multis are on. Why is the multi on? Hold on. Why is this being difficult today? Hold on. And as I get that sorted, I think we went to map, so I'll go ahead and put us on the map screen there. Looks like it's going to be a very quick round. Alright. That's all sorted. Let's get our prediction going. It is blue for attacking, op for defending. Let me go ahead and get that around. Set that for... We'll do 20 minutes. First one of the night, I always like to open it up quickly. All right, let's see. So I know people are still coming up on connections. There we go. Oh, wow, they're in the ground. That's awkward. Ah, yes. So if you wait, you'll see that when the players are ready, they'll actually sprout out of the ground, ready to go. And it appears that is the case here. I need to go ahead and write our timestamps for tonight. There, and they're all ready to go. All right, anyway, guys, this is Friday Night Fights. They're talking, they got a billboard there for donation goals and whatnot. That's fine. But anyway, guys, how are you all doing? Wee Woo here. This is going to be our second stream of Friday, covering Friday Night Fights. I'll be covering rounds 1 and 2. I'm not going to cover round 3 because I am going to be making dinner for Bloodwing tonight. And I picked out a bunch of basil out of my garden. I got some garlic. I got some walnuts. I got some Parmesan. I'm going to be making pesto. So, overall, we're going to be covering both of these rounds, having dinner, and then we'll be back to do an on-the-ground Vietnam squad leading stream, and then we'll be doing a clip review stream because of, well, we'll get to that later. And then maybe some more DayZ, depending on if people are on and they want to see it. But otherwise, let's go ahead and cover our mission parameters here. This mission file made by Kissing, Daughters of the Moon. Kissing, recycling, good old Warcraft 3 mission names. Alright, defenders can only build at spawn in the first sector. Their second one, however, is a fortified fob. Fair. And it looks like Kissing is in our chat here. You don't recycle them, no one knows them. I know them, though, which is why when I saw Cry of the War song, I'm like, oh, damn, we're going retro with Warcraft 3, eh?
Send in Goat Team 6.
Malin at 60 months.
Oof, he doesn't even get to see the mystical round for today. Also, I've been here long enough to get my gold badge. Butterfly, yeah, my guys.
I love how it randomly has a chance to change bad words into random words, but butterfly of all things. How fitting. Malin, thanks for the 60-month resub. Sorry, I can't cover round 4 today. I don't think there even can be a round 4, because now you've got the late night branch public again, but who knows. Anyway, thanks for all your support, broski. Hope FNF goes well tonight. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Probably 15-ish missions with Warcraft 3 names, Wolf. I mean, that's because there's at least, unless you pull from Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. Throne. I mean, so far I've only seen names pulled from Reign of Chaos, but I digress. Inside jokes be damned here. Otherwise, infantry only, so we're only going to go over uniforms and loadouts. So Op 4, generic modern army camouflage kits. They've got, AUGs. Alright, Glock 17s as a secondary, Mini-Me's for the light machine gunner and Alpha Bravo and Charlie, MG3 for the Delta medium machine gunners. Light anti-tank's going to be 136, and these don't matter because there's no crew or aviation players, as you can see. Op 4, meanwhile, are an urban private military camouflage with more darker gear, with SA-58s or 416s. CZ-99s for their handgun, that's rare. Mini-Me's for the light machine guns and Alpha Bravo and Charlie. FN Mags for the medium machine gunners and Delta. Light anti-tank's going to be the 136, and crew and aviation doesn't matter. Trying to stay up there so I wouldn't hear the wind, but I guess the wind decided to come back for me. Anyway, starting on Op 4 first. Commanding is Sam for the defense here. Eric's going to be Alpha Squad Leader. Tackle Bear is going to be the Marksman. Marksman Rifle is going to be the SVD. Banks is going to be the Medic. Alpha 1 being led by Ash with Major Khan, Wheaton, and Gazog. Under him, Alpha 2 has Aura Leader with Vagrant as the Grenadier and Omri as an AT guy. Cat's leading Bravo with Azariah being the Marksman. Finn being the Medic. Puma, Periton, Yanni, and Malin in Bravo 1 because there's no leadership slot. Norris leading Bravo 2 with Sablon, Bates, and Patriots. Only a small representation from Scandi Recon tonight. Interesting. Lurch leading Charlie with Morgan as the Marksman, Pogo as the Medic, Pirate Sandwich leading Charlie 1 with Kermit, Kuboy, Depso, Wombat, Bluck, and Zixme. Alexanderu leading Charlie 2 with Rubino, McDeed, Pijou, Bestafar, and Oddball under him. Delta has Alexander leading with Huel taking a medic role, Charlotte and Olaf being the machine gunners with New and Wok as the machine gun assistants, and Lolo and Kiri being Delta 2's machine gunners, no assistance there. Otherwise, looking over at Blue 4, we got Kevin leading, Mackenzie as the platoon medic, Kabubi Face as the 2IC, Xander leading Alpha, Jabi as the marksman, and it looks like the marksman rifle is going to be a Scar H with Elkan on it. Interesting. Alpha 1, Igor and Jerry on Alpha 1. Alpha 2 has Strizzy, Freeman, and Kale. Giovanni leading Bravo. Korvac as the marksman. Artisan as the medic. Emperor leading Bravo 1 with Rent-A-Cow, Flip Flop, Ruck, Agnos, Zoni, and Misfit. Skipu leading Bravo 2 with Kubek, HTM, Danella, Monkey Enjoyer, and Azus. I feel like Zoni is a member of Pepega. So is Korvac and Artisan. So only a minor showing from Pepega tonight as well. Interesting. Otherwise, moving on to Charlie. Charlie has Pete leading Pro Hunter as the 2IC because it's the GL weapon. Martin being the medic, RB being the marksman. Hemeranos leading Charlie 1 with Solomon, Roderick Monkey, Crazy, Johnson, J-Sim, and Camred. Charlie 2 being led by no leadership slash there, so it's just Goblin, Delta, Legend, Tim, Kappa, and Shuttle all together. Waldo leading Delta with Pingus leading Delta 1 with Grzanka and Petrovsky being the machine gunners. Dream and Cooper being the machine gunners for Delta 2 with Hybrids as a assistant with additional munitions. Otherwise, looking over on the AO here, the 2 sectors in question appear to be... Okay, interesting. So Sector 1 is right here, and then Sector 2 is all the way up here, and it's blacked out, which means this is Ad Sector Rush, which means that only Sector 1 can be captured right now, and until Sector 1 is captured, Sector 2 can't be captured. So, Op4 only spawning on Sector 1, though. We got a bridge in play, though, to cross the river. Actually, 2 bridges. Otherwise, it's a bit of a wet crossing there. It looks like up to the north, though, we've got a little bit of rocks to help do multiple crossings there. But otherwise, it's just a simple infantry-only fight. Op4 doesn't really have a lot of room to stall for time. But Blue 4, they got a lot of room to actually maneuver right up to this AO. They can then ride the river up. They can ride this tree line up. They got a bit of a danger crossing here. They've also got some really tall crops they can work with here. I think this is corn. But they can fight through the cornfields to get over here right into the AO there. But they can also dig additional fortifications. And then the Sector 2, I mean, just a lot of tree lines to work with as well until we eventually get to this base, which actually, I thought it was a lot farther. But you got more cornfields to work with that'll get you right on top of some tree lines. And then you got more tree lines to work with. You got some open ground around it to cover, but it's fairly close. And then some defilade to, you know, block some of the routes going in. So Op4 is going to have a bit of a struggle for this AO, but we'll just have to see how they show up here. Who's showing who up? Oh, 500,000 on Blue 4 right off the bat. Damn, guys. Also, fun fact, yesterday we actually sat down and played some PvP in OFCRA, and guys, it was awesome. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how epic it was. It was so epic, we actually wiped the entire team, and all of my guys on my team got wiped, but I survived till the very end. It was amazing. But it just goes to show why I'm not allowed to PvP, all right? It gets too crazy, if it makes any sense. But anyway, off of that now. Just wanted to point it out that it happened. Ah, man. 250K is the max, and I have another 78 you're sitting on? Fair. I didn't know you could bet 250,000 points as the maximum. So he has to torture himself in DayZ instead. Yeah, we'll play some more DayZ tonight. It was very quiet today. I did appreciate that. Got to just relax a bit.
Yeah.
But I know it's all going to be ruined later on.
Out on the eastern flank to do something like that. Yeah,
Playing music over there. Having a look at Blue 4. Their green camo's going to help them blend in at the very least. I'm a little worried, though, because those Scar H's could do some pretty hefty damage right here. You got some tree lines that, you know, get yourself close to the AO, but not right on top of it. So with the right scope, you can definitely get quite a few headshots on some of these guys. Op4 digging a lot of fortifications, but they're digging it kind of in like a 360 area. So, like...
It's not that, it's because I ate some food that I wasn't allowed to eat.
Just really shows that they don't know where Blue 4 is going to be attacking from. I'm going to be honest, the low ground that Blue 4 could ride up on right here might be really, really deadly. And then the slope is high enough so that if Op4 throw grenades to defend, they're going to roll down too far and not do any damage.
No, we're in Sector 1.
I feel like with what Op4 has, it's really difficult for them to make a good call here because they could go all in over here, but this is a pretty AO to defend because there's just so many ways your opponent can come in. But then if you go to the second AO, it's slightly better. You got the towers to work with. You can, Sorry, I had a yawn there. You can use these little, parts of, these are actually platform textures that are ramped down, but you can use these as cover, or have some really nice 360. You can put some of your guys on the rear to overwatch these open fields and help guard from your attackers from using them against you. But I mean, either AO, they have their pros and cons, excuse me, but both can easily be surrounded by your opponent and cause a lot of damage. If I was going to stick to this AO, though, I would definitely have explosive traps in these cornfields where there's no cover. And just be ready to detonate these. And then as an explosive specialist, I would literally just wait in the cornfield away from my charges, wait till I hear voices, and then just tap it. I'd measure with another person how far the cornfields went out. That way, as soon as I heard someone on yelling, I would just dead it. How you doing, Ghost Wolf? Wanted up for not to be pushed into hold inside the fob? Yeah. So they're holding this, but again, both AOs are very difficult for the defenders. Just because, yeah, you've got it's a good ratio of open area around the field, but a single smoke charge is going to be able to get Blue 4 right on top of the area. Plus, with the full 360 of literally trees and whatnot, Blue 4 could encircle it and fire from every angle. There's not like a single tree line where they're bottlenecked to springboard off of. So these are really good AOs to attack, but defense-wise, it's a bit tough. Yeah, I'm hydrating. Yeah, I did the roster already. Op 4 has a few Scandi Recon players. Blue 4 has a few Pepega Pirate players. But otherwise, it's mainly a lot of people we don't give a lot of focus on, with the exception of the OFCRA heavy hitters are on, I think, Op 4, actually? Yeah. And some people ask about Charlotte. She's in Delta 1, so I don't know. We'll see. I would favor Blue 4 for this based off of the AO, but we could still be pleasantly surprised. This could really go either way. It's just going to be actually about 600 meters of running, so we'll probably see the first 5 minutes to have people sprint on in. We got 2 minutes, though. Kissing, favorite Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos mission, since you keep naming your missions off of Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos missions. I'm curious. I'd have to say mine, thinking of all my memories and which one I really enjoyed the most. If we're thinking only Reign of Chaos, would probably be the last mission in the Undead campaign. Because it's one hell of a defensive run, but if you get really aggressive, you can start counterattacking, and that's always fun. Op 4 can push and do some strong shoot and run mini ambushes. We could see that. We already have a group forming up on the corner. It's just, that's always really risky to do. And here's the thing, does Op 4 know where Blue 4 is spawning? Because if they do, they have 2 positions to contend with, so they would really risk throwing a lot of their forces out there to try to set those ambushes up. Who's commanding Blue 4? A new guy, actually. Kevin. I'm not sure if he's commanded before. I might have seen him do it once, but definitely newer compared to other commanders I've seen. Screen got wet? Perfect. What does that mean? Are you watching from your bathtub? Oh, he can make a bunch of Home Alone. Yeah, right. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't. But Kevin's on offense though. Phone got wet and I'm working now. Alright, I just thought of something really inappropriate, but I'm not going to ask you what you do for a living. Destiny of Flame and Sorrow. And Hunters of the Shadows. So which missions are those? Just say what campaign and what part.
Fuck this, go, go,
I'm sticking with
I feel like one of those would be the final mission. Turn the tables with the wet bandits. God damn it. Don't be jealous. I don't think I have anything to be jealous of, though.
Me.
Head out of the gutter, I work at a restaurant. Right. Alright. Restaurant work can be fun, but at the same time, it's very, very taxing on you, especially if you do it every single day. Destiny is Night Elf 6. Hunter Shadow, is that when you first run into the Night Elves, or is that when you fight Cenarius? And then Destiny is... Is that when you get the Horn of Malfurion? I'm trying... It's been so long since I played through the Reign of Chaos campaign.
Cross, cross, cross! Holding! Move, 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 cross!
No.
Holding! Move, 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 cross! Cross the road, cross the road, cross the road!
When your teammates take it way too damn seriously.
Move, 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 cross! Cross the road, cross the road, cross
Is
the
he
road.
gonna do that for everyone?
Go, go, go!
Well, don't run in front of his line of fire.
Moving, moving, moving!
But Sam's right there.
Okay, upon reaching baseline black, we're gonna
Pierce is
stop,
not commanding, believe it or not.
for the whole
I actually didn't see Pierce on the server.
60.
I do not see Pierce on the server. Ain't that something? All right, so Op 4, they've set out a bunch of units pretty much everywhere. What's going to be interesting about this is the group that doesn't run into contact will be able to run around and flank, but look at the amount of forces actually on defense, and look at the amount of forces just kind of out and about, looking for where Blue 4 is going to come in from. But Blue 4 is actually spacing themselves out quite a bit into 3 separate attack groups to help provide a buffer in case there's a flanking force that comes around. So we might see this force try to come around and flank. This force is definitely going to come around and flank once they realize where the assault is coming from. Destiny's when he fights Tichondrius. That's a good one, too. I was thinking that might have also been it, but couldn't remember. I thought that was the second to last mission, though. I thought the Night Elf campaign was more than 7 missions.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. You can touch my hair. Undress me everywhere. Imagination. Life is a creation. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Fuck, I don't remember the rest. Anybody seen the Barbie movie yet?
The average player in Friday Night Fights. Classic grunt energy, exactly. Yeah, the 2-part mission with Grom in the Orc campaign, when he first runs into the Night Elves and then the whole Magtheridon, or no, Manaroth. It's Manaroth, right? Magtheridon is the Frozen Throne final boss for Illidan.
Can you mark it? We got air movement, break, air movement.
Yeah, right, Kismaki.
Use T.
If I remember, the trick was just to spam Tranquility and hope for the best.
If you want to speak to Shy, use T, because it can't hear us on this channel.
Alright, so Blue 4 moving up the riverbank right here. I wonder if they spotted some of them already. Warcraft 3 was so glad. It was so good. I'm so glad they never remade it. Yeah. Lolo just ran right on top of him. Mag dumps one of them, goes for Jabby. Fires at everyone in a panic. You got Lysander coming down. He gets killed. Now I'm wondering if Op4 is going to push him. We're going to see a bit of an encirclement on these guys on 2 different angles. What? Does he not realize he's ricocheting? Bro. There we go. Alright, Op4's pushed this angle. Looks like 7th got killed off.
You forgot about us. Poor sound bites.
I left them on, didn't I? Alright, just let me finish this round and then I'll turn them off, okay? But if you want to give your own commentary, I guess there's your option now, alright? Just don't abuse it. Alright, so we got a general firefight right here. That's the central line. Op4, I think we're starting to see them turn around this side. We just saw AT fired into Op4 central line here. Looks like Op4 Bravo is going to be cutting through this town and flanking Blue 4 Bravo. It looks like someone fell off the balcony. So they're doing some medical on him, but Blue 4 is otherwise pushing right into Op4's position here. We still have a lot of Op4 on overwatching positions that need to be either committed to defense or pushed around, because Blue 4 could very well just bulldoze through this, bulldoze through the first objective and make it to the second objective before Op4 can regroup. I feel like there's just too much stuff on the far flanks that if it doesn't quickly close in, Blue 4 is just going to sweep through what's here in the middle. See, I updated the multi multiple times and it's still showing Coleman Eric's frickin' 1 second. That's pissing me off. Yeah, I'm literally hitting the save button 20 times. It's set to Yanni Finn's frickin' multi. Try the multi command again. If it's still broken, I'm just gonna give up on it. Wheaton trying to put GLs in front. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes you hit the save button, it doesn't freaking save. And it pisses me off. I have to spam, even when I spam it a few times, it still doesn't work. So I gotta spam like 20 or 30 times. Oh, look at this. Did you see the full? Bro. Did you not see them?
Southeast side.
Well, now they're getting away. And they're running for it. So this group, I mean, could move in and do a flank. These two squads could be a real nasty flanking piece. And they might be waiting for Blue 4 to come up closer or whatnot. This is the more concerning fight that I think could spearhead past this defensive line. But if these guys initiate the attack, then we could be okay here.
We are going to.
Now you can see the medical, so you know they were here. You can see the Hunt IR rounds getting shot, so they fall down quicker.
Switch the fucking channel. Oh, silence. Oh my god, they finally shut the fuck up. Oh.
I'm waiting for a 40mm round to come in here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're looking for him. Like, where'd they go? Yeah, they just moved out. I saw them up there. Oh, and they're running through the open field, too.
Give me a bear. Oh, eyes on, eyes on. Enemies are crossing in the open.
GL. Oh, he's got the sight up for the GL.
Engage.
Oh, oh, that was beautiful. Now you got Bravo 1 running in. Malin getting cut down. Wow, multiple members of this initial push getting cut down. Where are those grenades? Blue 4 is going to open up with one first. Lands right on Yanni. Oh my god, what's going on here? It's taking a second for the grenades to kick in. All of a sudden, all the Blue 4 guys died too. Rent-A-Cow flies away. The heck is that noise, man? Ooh! I think there's just a pretty nasty desync spike right there, but it looks like it picked off. Don't know what caused that one. There's something going on in that cornfield. Might be ace fragmentation causing a glitch in the cornfield because the server looks fine now. Silenced minigun. Alright, Charlie 1's gonna be useless. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, these are the, yeah, some of the OFCRA players are trying to do a massive flank around, but by the time they finish that flank, the fight's gonna be determined. Aliens in the cornfield. Yeah, so I don't hear the sound anymore, so I think it was just ace fragmentation. It's Kevin commanding Blue 4, Op 4 is being commanded by Sam. The issue we're running into right here is Charlie 2 is going to be holding this force, but you have this big amount of Blue 4 right here on the line. Big amount of Charlie coming to reinforce the remaining Blue 4 to get on. And I don't think Op 4 has enough bodies to really stop them. And both Blue 4 and Op 4 traded some pretty heavy casualties on that flanking area. You got Azariah now getting some pickoffs.
Diesel chyba! Ej! Azymut 280! Azymut 280!
Got this guy firing up at T5 here. He's looking to find an angle to bipod. Blue 4, meanwhile, having a single guy running into the sector. Knocking Gazog out. Shy now running around trying to find him. It's Legend. And there goes the Legend 27. Anyway. Got Alexander here with some smoke. Blue 4 real close to him. But now, this is giving more time for this group to come around. Blue 4's entrenched, but again, they're starting to get encircled here. The question is simply becoming, can Blue 4 break out and sweep the sectors? Or will Op 4 be able to completely envelop this line? We're going to see these guys open up a southern attack. They're lucky that they're getting pinned here by Charlie 2 and that these guys don't want to advance further. Maybe because they're waiting on the western flank to move up. You got Misfit pretending to be dead here as his foot is somehow making a smoke grenade effect. I don't know if he's dead or alive at this point. I'm too afraid to ask. Hey, Nem, how you doing? you got this line dealing with the 4 op4 over here. There's more flanking fire coming in. So we can see where more units have been taken out. But yeah, from the GL over here, they then moved back. And again, they're trying to regroup. Charlie 1 still being very slow to maneuver on the rear here, though. So if Blue 4 could just push both of their pincers in at the same time, they'd be able to take this position, but they're just being pinned by all these flanking positions instead. And that's what's costing them. Misfits disappeared. Where he went, I don't know. You got GLs going on where Op4 still have their fortifications. Ooh. Op4 guy going down to GLs. You got these guys staying up here. Fire going back and forth on that position. Charlie 2 struggling to keep this Blue 4 group pinned, but they're moving back and forth a lot here, maybe trying to move up this position now. They should be sticking by the river, but I guess they don't want to in fear of the Op4 Charlie 2 position. We got Puma pushing, Perton pushing, Azariah still trying to perform marksmanship duties here on 6 kills. And trying to pick more off. Grenade thrown far. It's a smoke, though. And Blue 4, since they've been pinned here, that's finally giving Charlie 2, Charlie 1 for Op4 an opportunity to get behind this Blue 4 group. If more people push with Legend, I think they would have been able to take the sector, because I think a lot of forces that pulled it from here are now in this sector itself to prevent anyone from capturing it. What I'm curious, though, is Op4 going to continue pushing, but Solomons is now pushing up on his own, possibly to find that marksman, but looks like the marksman found him. Azariah trying to hit him. He's trying to get the headshot through the bush. He is so close. Gets a body shot. Hitting him multiple times. So they got Sablon now pushing that position. That's kind of stopped that flank. However, Puma's come around. Got the kill on the medic. Get some double taps. So now that Blue 4 group's turning and trying to find where Puma is. But now you got Charlie 1 pushing the rear of this group. Op4 pushing around on the side. They're going to run into some more Blue 4 defenders that have turned around. That is Blue 4 Command, who has found an MG3. And with Waldo is able to kill everyone right here. So Charlie 1, for all that flanking around, has now ended up engaging on their own and just getting absolutely slaughtered by the superior force. Will Depso check his left? Nope, and he gets Despacito. Anyway, looks like Puma got taken out. Blue 4 still looks fairly strong right here, but now Blue 4 is starting to push through because Op 4 is really just expending their manpower. Looks like Sablon was able to get the kill on that one guy after he pulled around. No, actually, Solomon's pulled away. And Op 4 have pulled their 4 guys back here instead. Now it's shifting more in Blue 4's favor here. Kabubi gets another kill. Folds back. You only have Kuboid and Kermit left. I think Petrosky just failed that grenade throw. Now, Kermit does have a mini-me here. This is the weapon that you want for CQC. Q-Boy looks like he got an angle on Petrosky and took him out. Is Sam dead? All right, Kevin's still alive. Sam is still alive. All right. Both commanders still up. Charlie 2 now folding from their position, getting close and engaging that lesser Blue 4 group to stop them from flanking around. Q-Boy coming in. But Kevin, the ground commander, comes in and finishes him off. I love how that one Blue 4 guy ran into Q-Boy's line of fire and got headshotted. We just watched one guy get GL'd. GL's returned fire, but it lands too far. Oddball's in the low ground right here. He's up double tapping. We just heard he threw an explosive satchel up here. No kills credited, but he definitely got some because that made the other guy disappear. But now look at this big Blue 4 wave coming around the other side because these guys are back here. They could fold all the way back to Sector 2 at this rate. But we still have a big chunk of Blue Force forces right here. This garrison's gonna have a lot to hold against. Maybe we could see Tomer come in. Tomer is, never mind. Tomer is admiring the dirt on the ground. Is this a good rock, buddy? Is it your rock? He's just rolling his face in it. He must really like that rock. Tripwire flare goes off, so now Op4 knows that Blue 4 is coming in this direction. And this one gets triggered as well. So that means there's 2 HE tripwires in the AO as well. I'm curious where those are. I just heard one go off. And that killed one Blue 4 guy. Oh, and a satchel trap goes off and takes the building down. So that got Monkey and that got Crazy. A 2 for an explosive satchel. That's quite nice. Now the question is, can Charlie 2 fold in, or are they going to keep going aggressive with the units out here? Bravo's also running in. We have Quebec still uncon back there. I think they're stabilized, but they just don't have enough blood to wake up. But now we've got Blue 4 pushing this area. We could still see Blue 4 bumped from Sector 1 to Sector 2. We could see these guys just bypass and head to Sector 2 instead. Johnson just can't seem to get the kill on Wheaton. What were you doing? What were you looking at? AT just went in. Major Khan holding with a mini-me. Major Khan forced to reload. Gets a drop shot on Kale, but Pro Hunter takes him out. Now you got Jerry running in here.
Grenade, grenade, grenade! Another grenade!
There goes Whack. Oh, he gets blown away behind Charlotte. Oh, no! Charlotte spoke and gave themselves away. Johnson firing at Bestafar. Banks and Wheaton still holding this bunker. Azariah hasn't noticed. He just went right in the middle of attackers here. Burton spots Delta. Gets taken out. Shuttle coming around. Op4 sends in a 4-man team. I think at this point, Op4 has it. The numbers are even right now. But considering who's where and what's going on in the fighting, Alexander's about to eat shit. That was a smoke. Kermit's still on the flank here. We could still see these Blue 4 guys win this fight and reinforce. This fight's looking like Op4's got it back, but Blue 4 could still send in another wave and finish it up. This could still go either way. They're just fighting on every side. Burton running around. He's doing a flank. He's listening. So they know there's someone behind them, so he just threw a grenade. He's throwing a few more around. You're just seeing grenades going everywhere at this point. Shuttle's doing a great job, though, utilizing the cornfield here. Looks like Wheaton got taken out. Banks is the only one defending. We need to see Rubino possibly come in. But Blue 4 is going to hold these areas. But here's the thing. If Blue 4 takes that sector, they got these two then to run north and take it. Looks like Banks just knocked out Cameron, though. God damn it, Kismaki. We see some double taps going in. Op4 reinforcements coming in to hold the zone. Rubino fighting with RB there. Uh-oh. Johnson's gonna potentially come out and get a double kill here.
Yeah, just keep sweeping through.
I wouldn't be prone with that MG. It's too tall. You want to be crouched. Because that puts your head first, and that's the first thing they're going to hit. Is Rubino actually going to get RB like this? Amazing. And Sablon comes in and, as I predicted, gets the headshot first because of his position. And that is Blue 4 mostly cleaned up. We've got 2 to the north, 2 in the center, and 2 to the south. 6 Op4 remaining, Blue 4, 6 Blue 4 remaining. Op4 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 remaining. So it could still go either way. Let's look at the remaining kill counts here. Petrovsky with the MG3 at 1 kill. Waldo on 4 kills. Kermit on 1 kill with that mini-me. Trying to work on Waldo. Gets Waldo. Blue 4 to 5. McDeed. Kevin blows Azariah away, only for Sablon to get him, but Azariah... Let me check his kill count, because he was at 6 halfway through. Got up to 7. But I think at this rate, 3 to, I think, 5 or 6 at this point. Yeah, 3 to 6, 2 to 1 advantage. Still, either side could win this, but definitely going to Op4 now. Unless Shuttle gets behind Rubino. Yes, he does. Gets the knockout. Needs to go up and get the double tap, though. Otherwise, it won't guarantee the kill. Need to see Petrovsky make a move. Rubino wakes back up. Shuttle doesn't double tap. Solman staying back here. You're going to see Blue 4 start playing on the Overwatch fallacy if no one wants to actually go into the AO. I would say any op where it gets to single digits on both sides is a successful op, in my opinion, in terms of balance. Now, is that from the mission made or the fact that the commanders made silly calls? Tough to say. Oh, grab that marksman rifle. Or hell, just grab the scope. Shuttle, please. Rubino's gonna camp it. He's waiting to see. He had no ammo in his gun! He's trying to get him with the handgun now because he had no ammo loaded. We heard the click. Oh! Now he's reloading. And Shuffle gets picked off by cats in the bunker. Uh-oh. Panic firing. Oh, shut up, Kismaki. All right, 2-5. Can Solomon channel his inner... Oh my god, he just shot cats. I tried, but then he actually killed cats before I could finish the curse. Yeah, righto, Az. 2-4. I feel like Mick is lost here. Solomon's going down the hill. Sablon might have spotted him, but can't get a shot on him. Poor Mick. FNF's going all right, yep. Kermit shooting at Sablon? But you suppressed the bunker. Is this to bait Solomon to get in the open so you can shoot him? No? What? What was the point there? What? Why? Right on him. Kermit might hear those footsteps. Did he get him with an explosive?
I need more bullets, 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 I need more bullets. Thank for the protein, sir.
Oh my gosh, it was to bait Solomons to go into the tower so Kermit could suppress him. I see where this was going. Unfortunately, Kermit's about to get Petrowski'd. And now it's 2v2. He hears the reload sound. Oh, the other guys entered Sector 1. Will Mick run into the sector to assist? Solomon just knocked Banks out.
What? Hey, let me see that again. Let me see your fucking bitch.
It would be funny if Petrowski comes around and Solomon's, or if they shoot at each other too. It's now 2v1. They bounced back. Yeah, Solomon was the only survivor in this fight, and then he ran all the way through. And is now back. Sector 1's been captured. I'm sorry, Jay. He's running. It'll take him 5 to 6 minutes to get to Sector 2. I think Solomon's going to go for Sector 2 here. So even if Mick kills Petrovsky, I think it's GG. Blue 4 is going to win. I don't know where Mick's running to now, though. Petrovsky's staying in the bunker. I guess he was doing medical. Now he's just trying to find an angle to bait him out. Maybe Mick realizes he needs to go to the next sector? Unless Solomon doesn't run to Sector 2, this is over. Nope, he's doing Overwatch fallacy. If he doesn't want to push the attackers, he just wants to stay behind and try to snipe them out. So let's see. Solomon would need to cross the water down here. That's just a simple jump, and then you sprint right into the base, do a little bit of scouting before you go in there. Yeah, 13 minutes remaining. If it was 5, then Op4 would have it, but now this is over. I'm doing okay, Alexico. Hope you're doing okay. So Bloodwind made me get a new chair, and I love it because I can recline it. So I'm just going to recline it back, guys. Let me know when the round ends, all right? Ah, and then it has a footrest, too. I can just... 1 second. How do I pull it out again? I forgot. My new doggy house. Shut up. All right, let's look at the map here. I'd imagine Mick... Hold on. Let's see if he wises up and realizes he needs to just go and hold Sector 2 before the other guy gets there. Who's going to make it first? It's going to be a 1v1. Petrovsky still has time to wise up, though, and start heading to Sector 2. Hold up. Wait, where'd he go? Okay, I forgot. The FNF server is haunted. And then we'll be covering round 2, and then I've got to log off, make some dinner. Gonna make some fresh pesto, basil from my garden, garlic. And use some walnuts since I don't have pine nuts. Vagrant was a ghost, yeah. Who would have thought? So Mick used the bridge. Here's the thing, though. He might get caught out of position here by Solomon if he's looking. The question is he looking? Oh, he got tree blocked. And even then the defilade, I think, is unblocked off. Solomon's going to take the he's going to take the slow and steady. Mick is just going to run right into the sector because he has nothing to worry about. I don't know. Solomon has the lead. He's sprinting for it.
I keep hearing shit.
Hold on. Let's see if he... oh, no. At this
Not a good
point...
time to be schizophrenic.
Maybe he hears me. What's that on his damn arm?
I'm taking another swig.
I see.
Oh, I just spilled beer all over my lap.
Maybe that beer slip will allow Mick the time to get into the sector. They're both about 150 meters in. Where's Petrovsky in all this? He's finally crossing. I don't know. Solomons is running into the sector now.
I'm gonna go in one of those towers. I'm gonna camp and win. Okay, whisper on.
He's coaching himself. In the tree line, though, you got Mick coming out. Where are you going? Did he run out of stamina, perhaps? That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, he's getting his stamina back. All right. Because he already was in the open.
There's no way the guy's in there.
I don't know. I really don't understand why Mick isn't running right in, because if Blue 4 was in there, the sector would be getting taken. All right. Solomon's going to start taking it. There it is.
Nobody's on it.
Nobody's on it. Just stay inside, and you're good. No. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, just camp. Mick's gonna run in. Hold on, I want to get Solomon's live reaction when it...
Doesn't know where the fucking point is. Nah, bro, you fucking flanking me or what? Let's see.
He didn't see him. Wait, Petrovsky's also in the AO. 150 meters off.
All I had to do was fucking exist, and I'm still better than you, dipshit. Yeah, that's right. How the fuck does it feel? I'm fucking breathing, bro. I'm full of blood, adrenaline pumping, and I'm not winning.
That shut him up quick. Sudden death.
Oh, I still got a friendly.
Oh, whoever's gonna camp the bottom of the building.
I got 2 friendlies. I got 3, bro. They're all coming from the south. You are fucked. Oh, yeah. You think you're fucking sleep, bro?
Oh my god! Oh! Yeah. Yeah, I think Mick is pretty sleek. What about you? How does that phrase go? Talk shit, get hit? Here's the thing, though. Mick is not going to be able to pull that off with Petrovsky because he has the MG3. Oh, my God. Is he stuck on the body? Yep. There it is. I knew that was coming. Literally down to 1 person remaining. Oh my god. I knew that was coming. When you have CQC with an MG3, the MG3 is always going to win. Sorry to say. Oh man, that went the entire round too. Alright. Right on M. Hope you have fun. Let's see where our second round is. We're at over 100 players tonight for FNF. If you ever want to join in, just type in !FNF. They do it every Friday. Yeah, almost said Wednesday. I won't be covering next week. I'll be on vacation, but we'll be back in the next week following. Liru join in for round 2. You know, I'm tempted to, Jay, but I joined in OFCRA yesterday, and it was such a brutal fight. Literally, the entire enemy team got wiped, but then my team got wiped. There was still some AI still alive. You know, it was crazy. I ended up being the last person on the server. It was brutal. So I just don't want to subject anyone to that insanity. You know? It was pretty bad. Splat, the server, yep. I was so awesome that the server just couldn't handle it. Anyway, that's why Liru doesn't PvP, because it's just... it can't be handled. It can't be handled. Alright, sorry, someone just tried to shoot me with a shotgun. Anyway, I'm gonna go turn those off now. Alright, this is Panthera Winter. I haven't seen Panthera in a while, good god. Let's go turn those off before someone does something silly. I was kind of hoping people would use the voice to text and join in on the commentating, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Let's see. Map. Panthera Winter. Mission. This is round 2. And then I just put OBS on the other window so I can read off that without having to tab in and out. Blue 4 is trying to destroy 3 4 objectives. Blue 4 has a 5% numbers advantage, an LAV 25, 2 off-road HMGs, and a Huey. While Op4 has a BTR 80 and 4 GSHK statics. Okay. I got someone adding their multi to the roster here, so let me get that updated. And there's an H at the end of that, okay. Alright, try the multi now. You should see Zoni's POV on there. Not enough RAM for my ego. Chicken, if you guys want me to be perfectly honest, I hate Arma 3 PvP. I tried it yesterday in OFCRA just to see what would happen, and as soon as we started and got out of the AO, the server crashed, and I see that as a sign of I shouldn't play Arma 3 PvP. Granted, it was funny to see over 1 million points in the pool to see if I would die or not, but... I mean, that was also the safest bet ever. But I guess next time when I do ever decide to play PvP, I'll add an option for the server crashing. Oh my god. Anyway, we'll be covering round 2. Then I'll be taking a break. Gotta go make dinner. Fresh pesto pasta for Bloodwing, because this is our last night in the house before we go on vacation for a week. From there, we will then be doing an on-the-ground Vietnam thing. I'll be squad leading, and then we'll have a bit of a clip review party. The reason is Arma 3's 10-year anniversary is coming up, so their community devs reached out to me asking if I had any interesting clips and highlights to send them, and I'm like, all right, give me a second. So I decided over the past 24 hours to allow people to send me in their favorite Liru moments on Arma 3, and I've got quite a selection to show off tonight. And the top 3 I'm going to choose to send over to the Bohemia guys. I said, I'll shoot you all $5 for your benefit, having a laugh at my expense. But we'll show them all off at around 9 o'clock, and then if we have time afterwards, I'll do some more DayZ, and then I'll just spend the rest of the evening video editing. Where am I going on vacation? Corolla Light, North Carolina, Outer Banks. There's streamer restaurants I like to hit, from Cosmos Pizza to North Banks to Urban Kitchen. And I'm just going to relax on the beach. Actually, no. So I get there Saturday. Just going to spend a lazy day, probably just sleep in. I'm going to bring a bunch of my own homebrew, too, just to get drunk. Sunday and Monday, though, I'm probably going to go crabbing. Because there's a really nice wharf right next to Corolla that you can catch a good amount of crabs in. Blue crabs, mind you. But they're fun to fry up. If I get over, since there's 4 of us, I need to get around 7 or 8. How many hours is the 9 o'clock for the clips thing? That is in 4.5, technically. Because it's 4:30 right now, plus 4:30 would be 9, so. It'll be within, I also want to say about 30 minutes after we wrap up the Vietnam mission. I've got all the clips set on a document. I just need to, you know, put them all on a tab and get ready to go through them all, so. Yeah, for some of you guys, I'm sorry, it's a little later, but I'm East Coast US, so, you know. Stuff. Time zones, what can you do? But yeah, I guess then from Tuesday to Friday, I'm just gonna be lazy. Sometimes I rent out a fishing boat, but I don't have the money for that right now, because owning houses and paying bills and taxes sucks, doesn't it? Anyway, let me pay out that prediction. The winner was... wow, what are the odds of that? No wonder people on Op4 are mad, but then again, it's not like they lost much. God damn, those odds. 12.8 to 1. That's nuts. Who won that? It was Blue 4, right? Yeah, Blue 4 was attacking. Whew. But don't worry, guys. I'll record it and also put it on the backlog on the VODS channel, because I'm also collecting a bunch of VODs. I think today we're only going to play 1, but then we'll be able to play 2 until we, you know, get back. I think one of my favorite things to do is to go out and fish if I can. Either fishing, crabbing, you name it. Because as someone that usually works anywhere from 6 to 12 to even 16 hours a day. Hell, when is the last time I worked 6 hours in a single day? Usually it's at least 8. Yeah. From the editing, to the streaming, to the mission development, to, you know, dealing with people, there's always plenty to do. But I digress. It's nice to be able to just sit out and do something. I don't like being lazy, though. I like doing something with my time, which is why I never just like sitting out on the beach. And if I'm going to do that, I'm probably just going to be drinking to force myself to enjoy it. But fishing's nice. Because at least you're working towards something. Alright, Blue 4 here. They're spawning on the North Docks or on a little coastal location, so I assume some of those transport Vics are for them to get into this Op4 area. There's 3 different trigger sites. Launch Site 1, Operations, and Launch Site 2. Oh. So are these going to be Scud launchers, or the 9K... or 3K9... I forget the designation of the Op4 RHS AFRF, missile launcher truck. Justin, 8 hours every day, period. As in Saturday and Sunday as well. And that's the minimum. Don't get me wrong, 8 hours, like 40 hours a week. I mean, yeah, that's the standard. But for me, it's every day, including Saturday and Sunday. And usually it's much more than 8. Like, God. Past 2 days? Not counting yesterday, but the 2 days before that, it was wake up by 10 and work till 2. So the first day I crashed by 1. And then before that, it was going to bed by at least 11 or 12. After I woke up at like 9 or 10. Sounds like your job? Ooh. Sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, Malin, but what can you do? Bright side, though, I mean, you can own a garden. Grow whatever you want in it. And if you're quiet about it, you can really grow whatever you want in it, but Bloodwing doesn't let me.
Are you proud of me, Dad?
God, I haven't seen Panthera in a hot second. We're on the top left island, which is funny because this is actually Jurassic Park, which it looks like they've blocked off. So why are we launching missiles from the visitor center at Jurassic Park? Yeah, so it is the... These are the 3CB faction Scud launchers, which you can't actually launch the missiles from, funny enough. Otherwise, let's go ahead and have a sip of water. Have a look here. Mission made by Banks. Background, December 2033. After an uneasy truce in the inevitable war between NATO and the Russian Union, tensions are still high between the two wary belligerent factions. In the Bering Strait, on a chain of islands named Pantheras, Russian Union forces opt for guarding a suspected experimental weapons facility which threaten mainland USA and Canada. In a vain attempt to avoid reigniting the embers of war, NATO have hired a private military company, Blue 4, to sabotage the facility and leave no survivors. Nope, this is another demolition mission, which is mechanically the same as Uplink. However, the objective will produce very large explosions at the end of the cooldown because they're probably blowing up the thingamajig. It is not recommended to be in the general surrounding area once the objectives you hear the countdown beep. So, game mode here is basically Uplink, but they call it demolition because a lot more stuff explodes just, you know, beyond the terminal. Love how there's a half-spent Sector 2 marker there. I don't know what that's about. Otherwise, mission variables here. View distance is only half a kilometer. Interesting. So no overwatching from the mountaintops. Magnified optics, no. No NVGs either. Defender build points is 175, which is 25 above the standard 100... Or, excuse me. It's 50 above the standard 125 from... normal FNF rounds. Medium anti-tank settings, both sides have 2 rounds per player. We'll see if there's an echo. Is there even an echo? We have an echo on Op 4, and we've got an echo on Blue 4. 2 players under the team leaders, so that's 4 rounds of AT for the Maz on Blue 4. Op 4 has 6 rounds with Charlotte, Gunnin, Olaf, and Huel being the assistants, so that's 6 rounds with the RPG. Blue 4's uniforms are Blue 4 Modern private military camouflage winter kits here. Loadout's going to be HK33A2s or HK416s, Glock 17s for their handguns, Mini-Me's for the Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie Auto Rifleman, machine gun, Delta machine gunner is going to get the MG3s. I'm getting tongue-tied here. I apologize. Light anti-tank's going to be the RPG-7. Crew and aviation get the choice of the MP5 or the HK416. Assets are an LAV-25 with autocannon. I'm assuming it doesn't have HE rounds, and this is RON. It only has AP. Unless they re-scripted it, and it has 50 cal and a 7.62 coax. Single transport off-road, 2 M2 off-roads, a UH-1H with 2 side door guns, and 8 RHIBs for transport. Op 4, meanwhile, have your modern Russian EMR winter camouflage kits with AK-74s or AKS-74Us. You know how I am about that weapon. MP4 throw 3 garages as their handgun. Light machine gunners, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie get the RPK. Medium machine gunners and Delta get the PKP. AT is going to be the RPG-7. Crew and aviation get the choice between the PP-2000 or the Chad AKS. Otherwise, their assets... Okay. I greatly underestimated Op 4's capability. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any ammo. That's a shame, but they get 2 of them. They also have these. And they're not locked. I see. Anyway. Then they got 4 static Dishkas and a BTR-80. Interesting. Yeah, recon jets, right? Oh, we haven't even put the prediction up. Yeah, my bad. Let me get that up for you guys. To be fair, guys, the Scuds and the MiGs, I'm assuming, aren't enterable. Malin can change that if they want. Or correct me on that. Let's go ahead here. Who won this? Blue 4 is attacking, Op 4 is once again defending. We'll set this to 15 minutes. Go for it, guys. Sorry I was late on that. They aren't enterable? Yeah, I figured as much. Otherwise, I think that was it for Op 4. It was just the 4 static Dishkas, 250 rounds across 5 boxes of 50, and then 1 BTR-80 with the KPVT heavy machine gun, 14.5 millimeter, and then the PKT medium machine gun. Anyway, going ahead and looking at our roster here, because, you know, they can have all the gear in the world, but if they don't have, you know, the best units in the world playing, then what are they doing? Depso going to be commanding for Blue 4. Kevin is his 2IC. Ash leading Alpha. He's merged everyone in Alpha together, so he's got Wheaton, Major Khan, Eric, Cooper, Mr. Hybrid, Waldo, Banks Wise, Kabubi Face, and Tackleberry under him. Bluck has merged everyone with Bravo 1 under him, so that's Wombat Pogo _ Kermit Dixme and Pirate under him. Skipoo, meanwhile, no leadership under Bravo 2, so it's just Skipoo, Azus, HTM, Denalia, Monkey and Joy, Quebec, and Giovanni. Charlie has Emperor under him. Flip-Flop has the Medic for Charlie. Agnos has the Marksman. Marksman rifle for Blue 4 is going to be the Scar H with an Elcan scope on it. Charlie 1 looks like it's merged with Charlie 2, and it's Oddball, Alexander, McDeed, Piget, Rubino, Lurch, Malgrim, Bestafar, and Kale all under him. Delta has Leader leading. Delta 1 has Tomer and Omri together. Tomer is the team lead. Omri has a machine gunner. Delta 2 has Pingus leading. Petrovsky and Gronska with the MG3s. Echo has Artisan leading with Korvac with the Maz and Sony as an assistant. Morgan, Patriot, and Tilster being a vehicle crew, probably for the LAV. And Sablon, Norris, and Bates being the helicopter crew for 1 pilot and 2 door gunners. Anyway, going over and looking at Op 4, Curie is going to be commanding. Grav is going to be leading Alpha with Misfit as the medic. Alpha 1 has Strizzy, New, Lysander, Wak, and Vagrant all together. I'm very very cautious to say the rest of that name because you know how Twitch is. Work is leading Alpha 2 with Bard, Igor, Andriri, Asada, Rentacow, and Freeman. Nemesis has merged everyone together, joining in with the rest of Scandi players here. Azariah, Flying Fin, Parrot, and Shuttle, Malin, Puma, Cats, Yanni Finn, and Dream. So more Scandi have shown up tonight. Charlie being led by Tim Kappa with Kissing as the Marksman. Marksman rifle is going to be the SVD. They also have parts of Charlie under them. Balder, Deluxe, Delta, Legend, and Goblin. Pete leading Delta with Pro Hunter as the medic. Jonathan leading Delta 1 with Cameron, and Roderick being the machine gunners with the PKPs. RB and Solomon being the assistants. Sam leading Delta 2 with Hermanos and Martin being the machine gunners, and Crazy McKenzie being the assistants. Shy leading Echo with Charlotte taking the RPG-32. Olaf and Huel being the assistants. Lolo, Sam, and Alexander are part of the Gamma 1 crew, and Commander is under Charlie 1, probably going to merge with Charlie Actual. Anyway, objectives here are all around here. So you got 1 Scud system, which looks like it's just going to be a terminal fight here. So I'd assume this terminal site is going to blow up as normal, but I'm willing to bet when they blow up these 2 terminals, it blows up the Scud systems, which is going to create a very large explosion if they script it for an actual Scud explosion, which is going to be really, really funny to watch. Otherwise, Blue 4 at the northern docks here. This is where they have the LAV and 2 of the off-roads that are armed, and then 1 transport off-road. And then you got the Huey with a bunch of RHIPs over on this coastal location. Otherwise, considering that there's only 500 meters of render distance, I'm going to do a little experiment with myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta read the terrain here. So this is their render distance. Which, yeah, actually, 1 second. Yeah, this is more like it, actually. This is the range. Because that just barely shows me the edge of the road right there. So I'm going to keep this for my camera arc here, but as you can see, this is really going to limit Op4's ability to put marksmen to overwatch things unless they're right on top of the objective. Because as we saw, the render distance is only set to 500 meters. I guess to help mimic the islands in the Bering Strait. Or sea. 398,000 to what? 38? No, 314. Okay, so we got some serious numbers in here. Nice. Yeah, simulating a bit of a blizzard. Or at least, you know, with the snowfall going. Now, I really wish there was a green 4 faction for dinosaurs, you know? I feel like this is a bit of a waste, but, you know, maybe next time. Huey's gonna not really be able to do much with that limited render range. Mountain scouting's gonna be nigh impossible. It's really only gonna assist the Op4 with their defense here. But anything that they put on Overwatch is gonna be able to get hit by a bigger force here. But look, Blue 4 has the option to land all the way down here if they want. Ay, ay, ay. So now I guess we just have to wait and see. Curious where this alleged Charlie 2 sector is, but I guess we'll never know. And I got more people sending in clips, and I'll go ahead and take care of all that. But otherwise, what are your thoughts on this mission? Can we get another 100,000 and make it $1 million point pot? Whoops. Again, most of it seems to be favoring Blue 4, but Op4 still... I mean, the ratio is much better than the previous round, and that round literally went to last man standing. This round, with all the support assets, I'm leaning towards the LAV, but... that LAV is going to be spending at least 10 to 15 minutes to get into the AO. And I doubt Blue 4 is going to wait on the LAV by just setting up Overwatch. So we'll probably see the boats probably come up here. Blue 4 will set up a staging point, and then they'll do a northern attack, climb up this mountaintop, and then push in from the coast right here. Maybe the boat teams instead will go a little, like, split off and have some go on the south and push up. There's not a lot of ways for Blue 4 to do this, but at the same time, there's not a lot of ways for Op 4 to stop Blue 4 from making those pushes. But again, based off of the fact we see a lot of units on the outskirts and the edges of the sector here, it looks like they're going to push a lot of forces out. Oh, God. Yeah, they're just doing the jumping around here. 20 to 10.
Well, I don't think Fortimax is good. My prediction to this game.
Well, that's on betters, not actual numbers here. I love how they're like leaping from rooftop to rooftop here. That's kind of showing off the tactic. Basically, as you sprint, you then spin yourself while you do your jump, and it propels you in the direction that you spin towards.
this.
It's fun to do it when you aren't going to take any damage, because normally when you do that jump, it causes you to take moderate to major damage on your limbs or your entire body. So they use it either to mess around or to potentially get on certain spots. There's the mission start. So let's go ahead and look over at Blue 4 here. Right off the bat, we got a boat going in. We got a helicopter loaded with a full squad. Oh, right, I forgot. They transported the LAV over here instead. But it started off over here. A little worried seeing these really far deployments here. That's making me think they're going to go all the way down here and
how goes the Arma
take their
stuff?
time to get in.
I haven't been able to do any in several months, so interested in anything interesting.
Well, Amateurs Dragon, I always butcher your name, buddy, but how are you doing? Thanks for a 31-month resub. That's the thing. Other than a pay for pain and a POG contracting campaign and nearly 1 million points in the pool tonight, FNF recently updated all their maps and changed things up. I got a new training program going on. I guess that could all be considered interesting. It's just doing, you know, all this since 2016. It's hard for me to find something interesting, but my definition could be vastly different. Is this boat sinking, or no, it's just in rough waters? All right, those guys have mounted up. I'm assuming these three are staying here to get picked up by the helicopter because, yeah, they're landing all the way out here. So this is going to give Op 4 time to literally eliminate everything that comes up here and then turn around and eliminate everything that's down there. Oh, well. Oh, we started a DayZ service. That's fun. We're having a watch party on clips tonight because Bohemia is reaching out to a bunch of YouTubers to try to make a montage, including everyone. And we're at 5:30 to 3:30? Was that 3:30 or 3:50? 4:30, gotcha. I really don't get why Echo's going on this hilltop all on their own out here. Like, I get it. They're thinking, okay, Blue 4 is going to be deploying vehicles around, and they might be able to get a shot on that LAV, but that's also really risky because what if Blue 4 decides to push squads up here and they're going to be alone? There will be DayZ tonight after the clip show. It's probably around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll go for like 2 hours. It's just, here's the thing. By then, it'll be 1 a.m., and that only leaves me 4 hours to edit, but then I have to be in a car because I'm leaving at like 5 a.m., I think. DayZ server's public. Yeah, if you type Discord, or ! Discord. It's on a Lux build right now. The rules are a little loose. We're going to wipe it at the end of the month and publish an updated set of rules. Look at this chucklehead. Yeah, that's exactly why I was saying you don't want to go up there. I think thankfully that was the team leader, though. So none of the AT rockets were given up, but silly chuckleheads. So we'll see if they decide to pull back. Well, yeah, it's a PvP server, Telono, so they can... People are going to kill each other on that server. Alright. Jesus Christ, Sam, shut up. Yeah, so helicopter went back, picked up those 3. Maybe it'll do a closer LZ, but you see these guys deploying all the way down here. It's gonna be a long walk. Alright, so Op4 put some forces up on that Overwatch position. Otherwise, they've done a pretty far spread of all their infantry here. GL's going in. We also have a coastal group coming around right here, but I don't think they're going to stick to the coast. I think they're going to move up on the mountainside here to advance. Little over 1 million points in the pot. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be honest with the render distance here at 500. It's going to be really tough for a little bit of desync going on the server as well, but it's going to be really tough for those 50 cals to do proper Overwatch, because 500 meters puts them into a pretty nasty marksmanship range. A small pool of 1 million points. Blue 4 does have the GL advantage since Op 4 is downhill from them, so any GLs they can more easily get behind cover, whereas, yeah, GLs landing on them are gonna either land short or land completely over. I don't know what they're shooting at over here because blue Op 4 is a bit far. Looks like they spotted some of these guys though. And you got the LAV in the low ground over there, which I find kind of strange. I think they're bringing it over here to potentially be on an Overwatch position to flank. But Op 4 are conceding these hilltops, and instead they're going to run into the AOs here. I'd imagine Op 4 might end up with their last position being on this hilltop and just holding a 360 perimeter around this. That would be the best AO to hold, in my opinion, with all this tall ground, but... high ground, but you know what I mean. So I don't mind seeing Op 4 pulling back this early on. But look at these GL knockouts that they're getting right here from Wako and New. But I think Blue 4 is waking up. Now you got the Huey flying overhead. Alright. So Iqbal, he's down at the base, but he's not making a move here. Blue 4... I think realizing that they've pushed on that side. Meanwhile, to the south, we got one group up at this small research base. And then you got all these forces over here as well. Gun run from the Huey coming down. Maybe they were plinking at the BTR, but now they're receiving a lot of return fire. One second. I do like the little holdout they've made right here, though. This is them anticipating that they're going to end up having to fight things that are on the northern hill, and based off of the fact that they're being pushed from the north, it makes sense. Still overhead. You still got some GLs going up, but looks like Iqbal finally got close to do grenades. That smoke, though, that was the perfect roll, but he just didn't get it. I'd assume Blue 4's northern groups might be holding, waiting for the southern groups to get in before they pincer the entire AO to try to divide Op 4's attention. That would give them the best chances for success, though. Because the Overwatch positions that would stop Blue 4's northern attack would then get suppressed on the rear. And then you basically have a flat fight right here, and then Op 4 having to fight forces in the high ground. And if Blue 4 waits this out properly, I think they'll have it. And then they got this Vic right here ready to push in and do Overwatch. BTR is going to turn around and, all right, who's going to spot who first? Can they really not see each other? I thought this was the render range, but I guess not. It might be this one then. Yeah, this is only 400 rendered range, but whatever. We'll figure it out slowly but surely. $500 is because it's that's what was said in the write-up here. BTR spotted this group right as day. RPG goes short. These guys don't really have anything to work with that BTR other than that RPG, which wasn't successful. Second round goes in. It is also short. That makes him pull back. Here's the thing, though. Did they actually get any KIAs here? Or was it only a knockout? Yeah, so Pingus is still the only guy dead. So BTR wasn't too successful in stopping that. Ironder's not on tonight, but I know the joke you're making with the AT got, so. Just got Lysander watching the hillside right there. They opened the gates because they're going to use this to basically perform a side flank here. We just saw one Op 4 guy get headshotted by Kevin. Great shot. Alexander has ended up in the middle of the Blue 4 front line here. Gets the knockout on Lurch. He folds back as he's knocked to his feet from overwatching fire, but he's got 3 Blue 4 that are pushing up on him, and they take him out. Got some blindly thrown grenades out here. There's smokes. So Op 4 sending their southern force over. BTR is coming down, but it's in view of the LAV. That drives in. Baller gets a kill. He throws an explosive charge forward. Otherwise, Blue Force slowly moving up. We got Commander here trying to take Skipu out, gets a few hits on him, but otherwise doesn't take him out. Lolo now working on these forces, but they've got the medium anti-tank gunner right here. I think he's waiting him out.
You're peeking, I think. Yeah, you're peeking.
They're just suppressed right now. They can't get the shot on just yet. Otherwise, large group of Blue 4 right here trying to get on the ridge. Blue 4 haven't really moved. Actually, no, I take that back. They have moved forward. They're suppressing this position. A lot of forces shooting down at the helicopter. Hold on. Thought I heard the engine go out, but it wasn't. I don't think 14.5 can penetrate this structure here, the concrete. They're really obsessed with taking that chopper out, though. Look at where this BTR is, though. It's pretty well hidden in the middle of the AO here, and a lot of Blue 4 are going to be focusing on where they're being shot from rather than where that BTR is. Looks like Blue 4 are able to push Op 4 out of this southern hill area, and I think it's because they were all killed. So you got some that are down here, but some that were on this hill that were taken out. Oh, hold up. I think they just hit Kale, and it looks like the Moz finally turned out and was able to get the shot on the vehicle. So they still got their LAV all the way back here, but it's not really doing anything much at the moment. So Blue 4 still has their Vic to move in with. I assume you were going for the Vic, but then got shot, Charlotte. Chopper took a hit. The engine's still kicking, though. Looks like this off-road here got destroyed by Lysander. He got the RPG on it, and he has the second one to work with now as well. Yes, there is an FNFNA branch. It used to be private, now it's public again. I want to say a year ago or a year and a half ago it was also public, but... yeah. Lysander is the clone of Iander. I see. They're just blindly suppressing over there. They can't even see him. I really don't get what this thing's doing. I think they tried knocking down the fence and got stuck. The only way they're going to be able to get around is if they come down here and then come around. Got the Huey once again doing some blind spraying. Bravo has actually sent a squad of people down. I think they're going to do a flank on the southern group. RPG's fired up on infantry here. Looks to be minimally effective, though. Oh! Oh! I stand corrected. He just got shot and his gun slid all the way down here. I lost track of it. There it is. See, with that one, I don't even see any, okay, there's a little bit of blood, but you have to get that RPG within like 2 meters of someone to get the kill. Interestingly enough, Op4's abandoned in this position. We got them instead committing to counterattacks here. So Blue Force seems to be really stuck. As in, they got on this hill and they haven't really been able to do much. And I guess Op4 is now going to try to exploit that by counterattacking like this. Heard a Moz round fire. It hit this building. We got Op4 now jumping off. Now Blue 4 is really just folding in, but there is a little bit of desync to work with. I think Daniela just got an M there. Smoke's going out. A lot of Op4 now pushing this position. Tough to say where that's going to go. Blue 4 don't really have the manpower to push in anymore. Burton dropping more guys. Nem stole a mini-me too. Burton gets headshotted. Another Moz round comes in. Looks like that hit the side right here. Nemesis. What? Then whose body is that? Whose body is this? Oh, okay, so that's Purton's, but Purton, I guess, did get Nemesis up then at that point, because I thought Nemesis went down. The lawn toss. That's a smoke grenade, though. Yeah, Blue 4 just couldn't move from this hill. They're trying to fire RPGs back and forth. They actually got to kill one of those RPGs. Killed the squad marksman, which looks like it was Azariah that time around. Moz round comes up here. Where's the LAV? Looks like it came around and finally got with forces right up there. Nemesis gets knocked out by Daniela again. Explosives being thrown up. Yanni now pushing on his own. Dream doing Overwatch instead of committing to the fight here. Yanni realizing go up the mountain here. Gets that kill, takes fire from Flip for Flap as Puma moves to that position. Tosses a nade. Dream now pushing up, gets a great grenade throw, goes a little long though. They take Puma out, but one of them gets taken out. Dream gets that guy. And it looks like Op4 have that mostly cleaned up. Oh, it's... Look at the remaining triangles. Blue 4's lost this. Wombat spots Yanni, but Yanni outlasts him. Yeah, one more Blue 4 guy down here. It's Flip for Flap all the way on the edge. Got the double taps going. Blue 4's down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 3 in the chopper, and I'm not counting that guy, so 13 players total. Op4, I'm gonna assume have, well, 4, 7, 8. They have 27 left, so 13 to 27, literally double. They do have the Vic to work with, and Op4 don't have Matt anymore, because they got taken out in Charlotte's body. Yep, with the Matt launcher is right in front of the Vic, so... Unless someone can scrounge up in a RPG somewhere. Wow, what's that's making Zam level puns? I never thought I'd see the day. Solomon takes Banks out. Yeah, so there's no autocannon on that LEV, it has a 50 cal. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see.
Oh shit, he's down. Oh shit, Johnny, I need your help. I need your help, Ben. Stick with the people.
Something's wrong here, guys. You know, I can't seem to put my finger on it.
It's because I'm wearing that gear. I didn't realise. Yanni needs help now. Yeah, he gets also his legs. Okay, I'm giving right leg. Finn's dead, you need front leg. Dude, give him CPR. No. Give.
Alright. Meanwhile, Blue 4 down, only a handful remaining. They were at 13, now they're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brett, should I always make that joke? I'm just so tired of making it. Oh, they got 3 people in the LAV. So they're up to 10. So he's trying to get him over here. Meanwhile, Yanni gets brought back. Chopper's still strafing them, and that was Flip for Flap trying to get up and give him a get a kill. Iqbal pushing up Solomon, but Iqbal has the MG, and he gets sniped. LAV looks like they're mounting people up. Legend here has an RPG out, he's hunting. LAV is coming around on this side. They're gonna push this position. Or not. RPG comes out, it misses. Wheaton takes fire, runs over the hills here. Solomon might spot him. Wheaton quickly takes fire because that's an MG. We got Kevin trying to fire from the rear. RPG, I think, hit the sign. Flip trying to climb up the hill again. They're just driving out. Hotel crew has landed out here. And they're gonna try to go for an objective here. 18 minutes remaining. Op 4 have committed a bunch of infantry back here to try to find where Blue 4 is pushing from. A very quiet round. Guess the LAV is just driving around looking for stragglers. There goes Solomon. Legend pulling the RPG out. Sideways hit. And the engine's cooked. I love how the gun immediately turned the opposite direction after they got the single kill. Gets caught in the top of the fence. Rowan is now on fire. I think he's running for the water over here, maybe. Oh, he was only on fire for a few moments, though. Crew is now turned out, and they're running for it. And the PKM does not care. Tight trigger 1 cooldown started up here. We'll see if Op4 turns forces over to fight that. Tim taking friendly fire. Gets the headshot him, but I think they realized it was friendly after he started shooting at other forces right there. 15 minutes of war, 15-minute warning called. Yeah, unfortunately, what's that? Op4 had the AKS-74 used, and that's really why Op4 is just so solid with the defense right now. I'm curious to see how big this explosion's gonna be. Norris gets spotted. He runs into the tall grass. I assume Tim is gonna hone in on the remaining Blue 4 players, though Kevin's been a pretty crack shot tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Has Bard just been up here the entire time? It's funny because I got a Dishka firing up here at Lysander. Yeah, and he just got headshotted from the rear. All right, beeping. Tim looking around. That happened a little quicker than the timer there. Lysander, I think, gets knocked to friendly fire. Because you just have everyone kind of moving around doing their own thing. It's only 40 minutes. Lexico, is it at 6 or 6:30? How did Kevin push up here without Tim noticing? Oh, it's at 6? Okay, I might be a bit late then. I thought it was at 6:30. Wasn't the last one at 6:30? Or am I just hallucinating? Gotcha. Alright, well, Kevin gets sniped off. Now Blue 4 only has 4 guys remaining. What do you mean Schizo Liru is back? Schizo Liru never left. Like Rowan's firing up at those guys. Call Bloodwing to bring Liru's meds. Oh! Beautiful marksman shot. Alright, I'm gonna stay on Bates real quick. I'll be back in a second. You know, I'm just gonna do it. Can Norris channel his inner Audrey Hotto and somehow solo the remaining 2 objectives? Gotta love explosions, right? So they're just gonna fill a pot with water and put it on the stove, but I guess I can't have that either, huh? He's running for it. Can he make it? He makes it! And then he immediately goes over here instead, realizing that this is the better position. Wait, what's Strizzy firing at? Or is he just suppressing? I think he's just suppressing? No, he's firing at the friendlies up there. Alright. Oh, I see. They turned these into little missile sites here. That's kind of cool. I wonder what asset they use for the triangle. Wait. These are MiGs. You know, I was wondering, because I'm like, I haven't seen those MiGs. There they are. Alright. Alright, red dot wonder. Just pull back, let the grenade get him. Why is there an explosive charge? Do 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 do. Come on! Is it you, Asada? Are you the trigger man? It's not a dud. I think the trigger man's either dead or the trigger man doesn't know that there's someone in there to dead it. Are they taking, they're taking friendly fire. Oh, they're killing me. It's not Yanni, it's Pro Hunter and J-Sam up here. Norris grabbed the RPK. He also grabbed his vest. There it is! Except it didn't do anything. Wait, no, it exposed him. Now they know who to shoot at. And they're still shooting at this. Why didn't they do that earlier? Okay, he got knocked out. GL double tap. All right, up 4 wins. We'll be back in, I guess, 35 minutes. I might be a little late because I have to go dinner. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and hopefully I'll see you in about 35 minutes.